When I found out The Cure released some new music, there was no way I wasn't going to react to it because I think I have a unique perspective on it. Number one, I've been a fan of The Cure for years. Number two, I've been a voice teacher for a long time. And number three, I've written music that's been deeply influenced by these guys. I had a band that was like an emo, electropop, synth pop band called Sojourn Society. Here's a little clip.
I can't see, I can't stay, I won't show you, I can't play, I can feel if I don't ever hold you. I can't run, I can't stay, if I hold back the shine, I fall, I fall, I fall with you.
I'm excited to break this down. I want to hear how Robert Smith's vocals are doing years later. Can he still sing like he could back in the day? What's their new sound like? We're going to get into all of that here. My name's Tim. As I said, I've been a vocal instructor for the last 24 years. This is my life's work, breaking down vocals, building voices. Here's my website if you want to find out more about me. I've got an amazing team of teachers. We teach around the Manhattan tri-state area, Philadelphia. Come sign up if you want to do voice lessons. We do lessons online all over the world as well. All right, here we go. I'm going to listen through, fingers crossed, I can listen through all the way without hitting any copyright issues with YouTube right now. I want to listen fully through so that I can take in the experience of the song. I don't know it. I haven't heard it at all. And then what I'm going to do is go back and break down his vocals and stop, start, and tell you all of the cool things I'm hearing. These drums.
Choices made for sure in ignorance of history and consequence. There's more and more I misremember hopelessly. The way love turned out every time was never quite enough. I lose all my life like this, taking time and memories, and all the fear of what I'll find if I just stop and empty out my mind. All the ghosts, all the dreams, all I hold to and believe, all I ever have is somehow never quite all I am.
Oh, my God. Yes! Oh, that. Oh, man. I love that song. Oh, that was a goosebump experience there. That was hitting me in all of my Cure stuff. Like, oh, that was just like back in the day. Same feeling, same emotional heart space, same existential longing. Oh my God, that song is beautiful. Oh, I'm going to listen to this one a lot. Man, Robert Smith, if you're watching this, and let me audition for your band. I would come on tour with you guys. I'll do anything, man. I am just so moved by this music. Like, this is such a... I love it when artists still can resonate the emotions that have affected the collective consciousness years later and do it still in a new way and an innovative way that still is contemporary and a part of the times, but still retains their sound, their feeling. Oh my God, this was so good. And Robert Smith's vocals, man, he sounds just like he did back in the day. He's got clean vocal fold closure, nice pitch control. He's got that same crying, longing, sort of brassy energy, that angstiness, vibrato control in his voice. He sounds spectacular. Oh, all right, we have to go back because I heard a lot of things I just want to stop and start and break down from this now. I really enjoyed that song. That was very moving. And also the last thing to say about it before I go back, the whole feeling of the existential concept behind this, of this thing of who am I when I let go of all of these things that have defined me, all of these hopes, all of these thoughts, all of these dreams? What's behind my thoughts? What's behind my mind? I'm a big fan of that type of thinking. I'm super into these existential philosophical ideas and writing songs about it. I think people should write more songs about this, the inner struggles of being a human in this particular way, you know? Oh, also about aging, becoming an older musician, an older person. Oh, this song got me. This song really got me. Let's go back now. I love these drums. The toms. Also that throwback synth. This feels so 80s, so retro in a good way. Such emotional use of synthesizers and keyboard sounds. I love that. Just so textural, so well laid into the track. What an emotional world this is already. So this first part, he's talking about being stuck in his mind and past thoughts, past thinking, how much he spent his time there. And his voice is so perfect for the expressive state of this song. But what's he doing from a vocal technique standpoint? Okay, let's break down all of the elements, almost like we're breaking down the ingredients inside of a stew that we're cooking, okay? So what he's doing right here, he's got a medium to higher energy in his voice. Da-da-dee-dee. There's a decent amount of energetic commitment. He's got a high level of vocal fold closure. He's not windy and husky and breathy. He's got that brassiness in his tone, right? He doesn't have a ton of compression. He's not super creaky door in his voice, but he doesn't have zero compression. At a low level of compression, your voice just has a brassiness to it, an angstiness to it, like that, as opposed to da 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 da. There's no angst in that tone at all. He's got that angst caused by compression. He's got a decent amount of vibrato in his tone, and he also has very tall vowels. He's not like a R&B or pop or soul singer. He's very tall in his vowels, and that's a common way of singing for artists who sang around this time period and in this genre.
Consequence is more and more. I misremember hopelessly.
Notice how sometimes he does this little stop, start, stutter thing in his singing as an expressive, angsty thing.
Consequence is more and more. I misremember hope.
Did you hear that on Remember? Misremember.
The way love turned out every time was never quite enough. I lose all my life like this.
He sounds so good. He sounds so good.
Taking time and memories and all the fear of what I'll find.
Love this pre-chorus.
Stop and empty out my mind. All the ghosts and all the dreams.
All the ghosts and all the dreams. The melody's already catching. It's already hooking into my mind. I love this song.
All I hold to and believe, all I ever have is somehow never quite all I am now.
This song is so emotional. I love it. This guitar solo. Ooh. I find it interesting that guitar solos from this time period have a lot of repeated notes. It's an interesting thing, isn't it? Like it's not going it's not doing any of that stuff. It's like a lot of angsty, emotional, single note stuff. It's so exciting to hear New Cure. I'm sorry.
I think too much for all to call, but how it will be after I
He sounds just like he used to. Just like he used to.
give up my weary dance with age, and resignation moves me slow.
So now he's talking about age, getting older. They're doing everything they used to do, the sounds they used to have, but now from the perspective of their life experience up to this point. Oh, I just get goosebumps thinking about it. So this is now talking about, again, this idea of letting go of our identity. Like this is like a song about awakening. This is a song about inner discovery, about letting go, about the existential longing of letting go of yourself. Woo! This is some deep stuff, beautiful stuff.
You are a dark and empty stage where I can sing. Oh, I know the way love turns out every time will never be enough. I lose all my life like this.
I lose all my life like this, stuck in thoughts, obsessing about the future, obsessing about the past. This is an awakening song.
Taking time and memories and all the fear and what I'll find if I just stop and empty out my mind.
If I just stop and empty out my mind.
All the ghosts,
All the thoughts, all the dreams, right? Oh. We are so much more than our thoughts and our emotions and our bodies, and that's where he's going with this. At least that's my take. That's what I'm taking from this. Oh. This song captures such existential longing, right? Oh.
All the fear of what I'll find if I just stop.
All the fear of what I'll find if I just stop thinking, if I just stop. What's that one saying that, I forget who it was, that said, one of the biggest problems with humanity is that people can't sit with themselves in a room without doing anything and be with their minds. You know, I forget, it wasn't exactly the quote like that. It was that concept. And I feel like the song is kind of getting into some of that stuff. Definite existential longing in here. Definitely, inner discovery, definitely awakening concepts, becoming aware of deeper layers of self. This is a world I've gone a lot into with meditation, mindfulness work, personal growth work, spirituality. So I'm super in tune with how we get to this place to write music like this. And it's actually, it makes me want to write some songs about this now. Like, oh, he can write songs about this and people are going to listen to it. Maybe I can too. I don't just have to write about relationship problems. Ah! Oh, I loved that. If you enjoyed that, subscribe so you can join my community and stay up to date on all my latest stuff. I am a big fan. I'm going to have to listen to more of this album. This was absolutely, absolutely beautiful. So thanks for listening to the end. I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.